abstract. Yeah, it's complicated what you say, the way you act. Well, it makes me so confused. I don't know what to do anymore. Can't you just make up your mind? My heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. How it hurts to see you smile, like a dagger in me. She just seems so juvenile. I just want it to be me. I wanna set your world on fire. Oh, you're so sure I'll stick around. Oh, my heart drops when you play around. How can you be up when I'm down? Don't wanna think about it right now. Maybe you just wanna be friends, but there's a fight when we are talking. Maybe you just wanna pretend, but I can read between the lines. Even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, even if I can't deny that all the things you say are hurting, still wanna be with you. I think you want it too. 'Cause baby, I don't wanna be. Oh, baby, I don't wanna be. No, baby, I don't wanna be. Baby, I don't wanna be.
About to leave, already packing. Come with me, I'm not really asking. We'll get away to a place where we don't know. About to see the world in action, what we can be. Life with no distractions, we'll get away. This is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free with me. Let's go, let's be free with me. Not looking back, eyes on the freeway, Bonnie and Clyde, a classic cliche. We're on the run, this is what we waited for. Take my hand, we'll make it somehow. We can't miss out. I'm done living life with the lights out. Die with my own doubts. Be free.
Hi everyone, and thank you so much for having me to the SVG Summit. My name is Mia, and I am the designer behind Mogensen laser files, and also a YouTube mentor, a Facebook group community leader, school community leader, under the name Laser Up with Mogensen. I made a laser cut, Christmas card, stamp card, which I did on my Creality Falcon A1, and I have not been using a cricut like never ever, but I have a lot of lasers in my workshop. So besides talking a little bit about my project, I really wanted to see if any of you had any questions regarding lasers. And if you do, feel free to ask any questions you might have, because I have been using lasers for the past 5 years, and I am pretty knowledgeable about laser machines and what they can do. I really hope that you enjoyed watching my video. As said, I did do it on the Creality A1 because it is a really, really great beginner-friendly laser compared to other lasers on the markets, at least for the price, in my opinion. So in case you have any questions at all to my video, a good starting material for beginners when it comes to lasers anyway is definitely to start with plywood. Plywood you can find in different thicknesses. Most lasers are capable of cutting 1/8 inch, that's 3 millimeter. I am Danish, by the way, so if I do stumble across my words and sound a little nervous, it's because it's my first live. But plywood is a really great material to start with on lasers. If you do want to use something like acrylic maybe, then you have to think about which machine you have, because not all diode lasers are capable of cutting all colors of acrylic, and they can cut clear acrylic. Then you would have to get a CO2 laser. But I don't know if anyone have any questions. Otherwise, I'll just start rambling. So as said, my name is Mia, and I started actually with a Silhouette Cameo about 5 years ago, because I wanted to start up a business. We were stationed in Sicily because my husband is military, and I was expecting my son, and I had to do something instead of just being a stay-at-home mom. So I decided to buy a Silhouette and started making labels for wine bottles, which didn't really sell. So one late evening, I was watching an ad, and I saw an ad for the Glowforge. The Glowforge is a pretty expensive laser, so I actually looked up other brands, and I ended up with finding a Weaver CO2 laser, a 80 watt CO2, and that laser was only around $2,500 compared to the Glowforge, which is around 4,000, I think. So I started my career back then with laser cutting, and I've been doing it ever since. And today I sell files and I help beginners starting out. Yes, is there a beginner-friendly laser you could recommend? And there is, and that's actually the reason why I brought the Creality Falcon A1 over here. Because when you are starting out, I don't recommend that you go out and spend a fortune on a laser. I mean, you could, but I would probably, if I was starting out today, I would start with a cheaper laser, but a functional laser. So you can't get diode lasers in all price levels, but this machine is $600. I do have a discount code, which I link below, and also I do have a giveaway because I am partners with Creality Falcon. I am with my other lasers as well. But this laser is genius for beginners. It has a camera and it's really, really easy to play around with. They have their own software, so you don't even have to pay for software. You can just use their own. And also they have a lot of free files that you can start playing with. If you are a little more advanced and you want to be able to create something bigger, you could go with, I said I have 13 lasers, and actually you are standing on top of my favorite, which is the Laser Picker LX2. But you could also branch over to a CO2 laser, like this giant industrial laser. But I actually have a smaller, I think I can show that one, Munpot over here. So I could take you for a little walk. I think I'm on a gimbal stand right now, but I'll just see if I can remove these plugs and maybe turn off the gimbal. Whoops. And that didn't go well. So let's see. Sorry about that. But this is my laser workspace. And this is the Creality Falcon A1. I also have a Ortua R2 laser over here, which is also a really great beginner-friendly laser. Down below, I have the Agma P3 laser, which you can change modules on. I have a Creality Falcon 22-watt laser. And on the table behind me is my newest favorite, which is the Laser Picker LX2. They also have smaller portable lasers, like the LP2. I have the LP5, LP4, and LP2 Plus. And if you want to make niche products, you could also invest in a fiber laser, which is capable of cutting metal. So this is a little detour in my workspace. I actually just made a video with my entire setup out here. Let's see if I can hold this phone now. So in case you are interested in a full overview of the lasers I have and everything else, you are very welcome to head over to my own YouTube channel, which is called Laser Up with me Mogensen. Yes. So the reason that I did bring the Falcon A1 is because it is a low diode laser. It only has 10 watt, which is not much, but it's perfect for cardstock. And I know that a lot of you who are making cards with your Cricut, it takes time. With a laser, it will go much faster. I did experiment just a little bit because, as said, I'm kind of more into woods than cardstock. But I did try and cut out some cardstock on my Falcon A1, and it was incredible fast. I think I made a paper box in about 20 seconds or something like that. And then I could fold it and I was done with it. So cardstock, if you are intending to cut cardstock on a laser, I would recommend that you go for a low wattage diode laser instead of a big machine like this one, which is a 100 watt CO2 laser, as example. The best projects for beginners, that is very individual, because when I started out, I was really interested in making baskets and boxes and storage solutions. And that's really easy as soon as you get a hang of the slots and tabs and everything else. But the most beginner-friendly projects will be layered projects like these, which you just glue together. But I'm personally a digital file seller on Etsy. I have around 700 files in my Etsy shop, and all of them are beginner friendly, to be honest. Those that require a little more, I make tutorials for, so you can follow on step by step how to assemble and how to make them. But I would definitely consider my own files as very beginner friendly. The hardest part is when it comes to designing your own files. So in the beginning, you would probably rely on designers like me, and once you get a hang of it, you could start make your own projects and maybe even sell the SVG files. Yes. If you see the pipe over here, all lasers will create smoke and debris, and you have to vent that out from your shop somehow. So the Creality Falcon has an air purifier, which is just this little box. And this little box will suck up the smoke coming from the laser, because it is wood that you are burning, so of course it will make smoke. But for larger machines like my CO2, you would have to install a fan to lead the smoke out from the laser. So I have the pipe over here, which is attached to my laser, and in the attic I have a fan which will blow all the smoke out of the chimney on top of the roof. And also I have a little excess installation down below with just a hose that I can plug into my other lasers, which are on the shelf. So they will also have a place to pull the smoke out from. Well, for software, I am a total Lightburn girl. Lightburn is the most well-known software for lasers. You can probably run, I don't know, 98% of lasers with Lightburn. But there are a few brands like Creality Falcon, who has their own software. They do use Lightburn as well. The laser packers I have has their own software, and they are not very compatible with Lightburn. And Glowforge, as example, are not compatible with Lightburn at all. So you have to rely on their software. But the best software, in my opinion, is Lightburn. It's again a little, you have to learn it and have to figure out how to use it. But once you get a hang of everything, it's really, really easy. I didn't know anything about lasers when I first started out. So I basically taught everything that I know from scratch and on my own, including Lightburn and how to install a big machine like this and figure out with winding and upgrades and everything else. Yeah, I actually think so. As said, I don't have a cricket myself, but I have been watching the other videos in this summit. And I do see that the speed on your cricket machines are a lot slower than a laser. So I think it would be worth it. But buying a laser to, I don't know, $4,000 or $5,000 might be overkill. But investing in a smaller beginner-friendly machine like the Creality A1, as example, would really make sense for me anyway. Do we have more questions? Because I know that I am only here for 20 minutes. My favorite projects, I actually have it over here. I love making interactive projects like fairy light ornaments. So I just came up with the idea of this one. I also made it with acetate sheet and UV resin. And also I have my countdown ornaments, which are these interactive calendars, which will turn and count down from 25 to 1 or the opposite direction. And also boxes and storage solutions. Everything that I can make when I see something in a store, instead of buying it, I actually try to make a laser file out of it instead. So I've made the craziest projects, fishing games to my toddler, and yeah. I don't really use inlays. I haven't tested it yet, but I actually have been wanting to cut metal because I do have a lot of machines which are capable of cutting metal. But so far, it's a matter of wanting to do a new file, doing a tutorial video, or what I should do next. I just started a new business in Denmark. So I have been a little busy about starting up my business as well. But I really want to try and make some inlay projects. So far, I've only done inlay projects using wood. Yeah, and that's a wrap. I really, really hope that you got just a little bit smarter on the lasers. If you didn't, you are very welcome to visit my YouTube channel. It's called Laser with Mimo Design, and I also have a Facebook community and a school community by the same name. And the links are in my bio, my material for the events. So feel free to reach out to me if you want to learn more. And I also appreciate DMs and everything else. So if you have any questions, just fire away and I would love to keep talking to you. But thank you so much for having me, and I really hope to see you again. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of the courses. Bye!